All right, we are back. So, what happened there was that uh, our teammate lost power, literally, and for 3 hours, we're waiting for the power to go back on. So, I since then have consumed another. I had one beer when we started. I'm on my fifth now. So, so passing the time, it was several hours. But I'm gonna spawn on my bedroll, and we're back in the game.
What you get when you live in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, it happens. So about the middle of nowhere. Let me try to pick up that. Jeez, yeah, I guess they're uh, zombie skeletons. I'm gonna keep tracking on you. Try to get back to where you are. Now, where we left off, I was talking about the second build. If I can remember what I was saying. What was the last thing that you heard? Because I just kept talking, and then it was like, oh, you've just signed off.
You were talking about before you got to, I think, my build, maybe yours. You were talking about everybody else's build. There's like common area.
Right. There was the commons. There was a wall that was built around it. There was it was basically like a seawall, but it went over the land in some areas. It was the whole south side was a wall. I built that, and oh, there's an airdrop on that. Well, maybe we'll check that out. Probably useless. so so there was the south end wall, and there was the commons. There was your section, which we'll get to in a second. There was this pillar of stone. It's like a pillar of stone that's turned into a tower that was kind of mined out like an anthill or something. And we had some walls along the east side. You made your wall. I made part of the wall along the east side. You continued it. And then there was a little bit of a north wall. It's a very nice location, though. There were these cliff faces. You had water, cliffs. There were trees nearby, mainly plains. Very temperate climate, warm climate. And, well, I mean, they don't have seasons, but it seemed like a temperate climate in the summer, basically. And yeah, your section though. Your section, I think I devoted at least 2 videos to. And why don't you talk a little bit about that?
Oh yeah, I did a bunker based off of, for anybody that's seen the film Day of the Dead, it is a loosely based off of the location in that film, which was an underground bunker consisting of a science facility and a military facility. And the I took a little bit of artistic license and added a living facility, which they never really had a living facility in the film. But
Yeah,
my
in that film, did they ever show anybody sleeping?
um, if you don't count anybody passed out or incapacitated, then no. But they did show sleeping quarters for some of the characters. They lived in some kind of like trailer
Yeah,
or
no, the
something.
trailer, the underground trailer. Yeah, I remember that. That
Right.
was wacky.
So my bunker had a more of a true living facility. It had a chapel. It had a library.
Yeah, I would
It
like to
had
just
a
before I'm going to interrupt you. I'm sorry, but I'm going back to
okay.
the film for a second here. Think about this. If you this is part of your build, so it is relevant. If you were in a zombie apocalypse and you had managed to get your trailer down underground and through the sewer, the drainage area, caves, whatever, and the only way into your base was either through a descending helicopter pad elevator or through those tunnels, would you really just have an 8 foot high wooden fence to keep the zombies out through the caves? I don't know. I'm just maybe logic.
Yeah, it's really bizarre because if you look at the actual shooting location, not to get too technical here, but the shooting location for the film was in Pittsburgh, and it was like this underground storage facility. It used to be like a lime mine or something, and it was this huge cave. People stored like RVs and yachts and just everything in there. So there was an actual ability to drive in, and it was much easier. But in the in the film, the only way to get in there is apparently up some kind of missile silo shaft or like an elevator, which comes into play at the end of the film.
So wait, the
So
actual real shooting location is an actual place to store RVs and boats?
it was, I don't know if it still is, but it was at the time that it was filmed in '84, I believe it was filmed. It was a location just outside of Pittsburgh where
Interesting.
the first three George Romero films were based. So yes, it was an actual. The In the beginning of the film, the location was in Florida. They actually went to Florida to shoot, but the underground shots were all on location in Pittsburgh.
Interesting. Interesting. So I'm sorry, I diverged you from there. I
That's
got
okay.
excited. But yeah, go back to you talking about your build.
Yes, so it was an underground bunker. The living facility had a library, a spa, it had a clinic, it had actual little cabins. Uh, it had a generator room, all kinds of stuff. And then the science facility had, it was cool. I dug out this, it looked like an auditorium, and it was like a classroom setting where you look down, and then there's a where the head scientist would be teaching other scientists, and then there was experimental rooms with zombie corpses everywhere, and then there was the military wing, and the military wing was the last thing I did, and it wasn't as impressive in my opinion, but you could see that in the video if you want a further visual of that. But
Yeah,
just
just to clarify again, if you're just tuning in like it's the 1970s, if you're just watching the video, the there are previous videos that catalog all of these builds that we're talking about, and his build was quite extensive, and he did a great job as far as getting as close to the movie through the 7 days to die creative infrastructure as possible, really. And there,
right,
I think it's a good
and
an hour worth of footage of your base.
as most of my builds are. The one thing I thought that was really cool about the science part, or the military part though, is in the film they have a section of the underground where they wrangle up the military wrangles up zombies that are somehow loose in this underground cave. And what's cool about that is they capture them as specimens for the scientists to study, and I imitated that in my build. So I had the I had the ramshackle wooden wall, just like in the film.
Yes, indeed. I
Uh,
was very impressed by that. I remember that distinctly. I even remember you asking me if I would remember that from the film, and I said yes, I definitely remember this.
it was pretty cool. I like that. It had little stalactites and everything. So that was pretty cool. That's definitely one of my favorite things. I like to build underground. One of the reasons why it's actually in this game, it's really easy to survive if you have a nice underground facility.
Yeah, so let me
Uh,
tell you about that. Okay, so the first time that I dug underground, not to digress again, but I tried that when I first started playing this game. I think it was before I was playing with you actually. I was in Nava's game. He reminded me of something because I have many memories attached to this game now. So I was like, I wonder how difficult it would be to actually survive underground. So I went to, if you know in Nava's game where that corn farm is, right in the middle of
yes.
the map, I went a little bit east of there, and I dug down, and I built a little perimeter above me. I built like a walls and like a room, and I dug down and started hollowing things out so that I could survive underground. Well, let's just truncate my explanation and keep it concise. Let's just say that I had a waterfall of zombies falling down into my base on a regular basis.
Oh no.
But anyway, go ahead.
Well, no, that's they're actually looking at, I believe, in the, I don't know if Alpha 16, the upcoming date patch or whatever, they might be looking at that to change it. I know they're gonna do a breadcrumb system where you can go underground, and but the zombies will be able to actually find you easier. They won't just randomly dig in the ground. So that should be a lot better. And I think now that they're introducing electricity in the next update, they probably eventually will require you to, I believe that one of the developers said this, to have some kind of air filtration system down
Oh,
there, or else
wow.
you'll suffocate.
No kidding.
That sounds like a couple updates away, but that's what's cool about this electricity update, is that it sounds like it'll add a lot of new mechanisms
Now,
to.
now, are they if air filtration? Now, what about if you build ventilation shafts?
Yeah, that's that's true.
So that I like that they're going for the realism, though. I always appreciate that. And as far as the previous, if you've never played the previous builds, things change a lot from build to build. And I don't know, I haven't made an underground base in a while, but I remember in right around the time that we first played our first major build together, I remember digging down into the mine shaft that I was talking about previously, and you could glitch out the game. You still can, from my understanding. You still can. Last time I tried it, you still can do it. It's just not as easy as it used to be. But if you turned your character underground and next to a wall, you could see above you and see as if you had X-ray vision through the ground. And
Ah,
the zombies. Oh, did you never notice that?
I don't think so.
Wow, no, that I used that many times, and yes, so if you turn it just the right angle, you could see everything above you if you're underground. And so I noticed that these zombies, they would hone in only horizontally. So if you were deep underground, when a horde would come, they would hone in on where you were and just beat the shit out of the hill above you. And when you eventually got up there, there'd be all these digging trails. I mean, they would
Oh,
dig
that's
and
right.
dig and dig and dig with their bare zombified hands through the side of a mountain face until they made some kind of impact. Wow, I'm actually at your base. Look at this. Finally made it.
Actually, that's true. They still do that, and I think their goal is to end that by doing this breadcrumb system. So rather
Right.
than randomly dig in the ground trying to get to you, they will follow your scent, so to speak, into where you went underground, and then they'll go from there. So
So how do I get in here?
there's a front door around here.
Now, is this the
Couple,
base
couple front
that you
doors.
told one of the other players in this server that he would never find?
Yes, this is that base.
Did he find it?
No.
Yeah, I heard from. I'm surprised he didn't. Wow, because it's pretty noticeable. But very cool. Let's close that door. Oh, I can't close it. It's locked open.
Yeah, so this was full of crops, and like every piece of ground basically is full. Well, there's mushrooms still here, but full of crops, and I had to I had to pick all of them.
Mushrooms never die, apparently. The hell is
I
this?
didn't pick.
You call this?
That's my gourmet floating mushroom.
You got a few of them.
Sells for
Gourmet, you
quite a
say
bit.
they're worth a lot of money then.
Yeah, Trader Joel. He
Trader
pays
Joel.
quite a bit for 'em.
Trader Joel. Kitchen. Ah, I forgot you can make the signs. Yeah. Mess hall. Housing.
I'll open the doors for now.
I remember, that reminds me, I spent the one night making really demented signs along the road, and nobody seemed to appreciate them.
I'm glad they added these signs. 'Cause
Yeah, it does, really. Wow. Housing.
Now, for clarification for people, the everything you see above ground here, the existing structures, were already here. This was a point of interest that was already here that I upgraded and
Ah.
slightly
Dude.
modified.
You should maybe just, like, consider cleaning shit up a little bit.
Well, no, actually, I kept these here, so I kept because the loot would respawn. So,
Oh, okay.
and then the feces would respawn in the toilet too. So
Yeah. I just put your gourmet mushrooms in the toilet.
that's probably where they belong.
This is interesting.
Now, there's actually, before we, I guess, do anything else, I'll give you a quick tour. The catwalk up here that surrounds the base, I added this.
Actually, I'll stop right here when I was mentioning one of our other players who never found this base. I'm actually surprised because it's I thought when you said that, I thought it was like deep underground or something. Now that particular player built a massive, unnecessarily massive network of bases throughout the fucking map. That, I mean, like, you gotta understand, everything that we do, we don't use cheats for. We build legit. Unless we say something we specify, we build. I mean, you didn't cheat for any of this, right?
No.
Yeah, exactly. So we build according to regular server rules, and he spent, I don't know how much time he spent in building all of it, but it's incredibly impressive. And I actually tried to get him on here today because he messaged me a few days ago and he's like, "Oh, you guys stop playing. I wanted to have a good match and everything." And I'm like, "Well, let's play. Let's play. Like, at least let me showcase your massive base." He's like, "Oh no, I don't have time for that or whatever." I'm just like, "All right." So unfortunately, he's not here. I would love to showcase his base, but just so you know, that like, you have to understand, we're talking about some serious, like, crazy building shit. So I want to give him credit, even if he's not here. I want to give him credit for the massive amount of work that he did.
Yes.
in building that. But anyway, let's continue with your tour.
It was very impressive. I got to loot and plunder some of it, but most of it was well crafted and out of my reach. So these right
You
here,
got a gas pump.
this is all stuff that I dug out. This was not here. This was not part of the POI.
There wasn't a gas pump like 20 feet underground down here.
Huh. That's no. See, here's what happens: is originally this single door that we just came through it was actually larger. It was a garage door, but the zombies kept breaking it. So, but this was originally for mini bike, which I don't know where my mini bike.
Wait, there
is.
was actually an underground garage here?
It was one that I made.
Oh, okay, all right. But you put the gas pump in.
Yes.
Okay.
That was my addition. This I don't know what. This was something that I never actually finished. So. Pretty
it
impressive.
Looks like a prison cell.
The communications room.
Using state-of-the-art 1947 technology.
Well, yeah. This ladder here leads up to the surface, but
I can't open anything.
and the armory.
I also cannot close anything.
Uh-oh.
Anything good in here?
What's that?
Anything good in these safes?
Maybe. Actually, the good stuff is yet to come. And then this is the other garage. Because when I originally designed this, there was going to be another player who might have joined me here, at least temporarily, so I wanted to have two different.
Who was the other player?
He's actually was on different builds before, and I was going to help him out, but he, along with everybody else, just kind of gave up. So.
That you're talking about me, right?
No, not you.
Oh, really?
Now if you follow me, this is the best part. See, remember when I said that nobody would be able to find my base? Well, this isn't actually my base.
Ah. You know, I should make sure I post this so that
That's right.
so that because the server goes down in 2 days, so that the particular adversary we're talking about, I should link him to this video like 2 hours before the server goes down.
Please do. Please do. Goes down pretty far.
It does.
Now, over here is something I never finished, but this hallway here was supposed to be it's not finished, but it's one long straight hallway, and it was supposed to be a hallway full of traps that, like, if you found the other entrance, you'd have to be able to get through all the traps to get all the way to the base.
What kind of traps?
You know, explodey ones.
Ah.
Now, I can't remember exactly where, but I think it's here.
I'm looking forward to when they put in, what is it, gun turrets in the next build. Oh god.
Yes, spinning blade traps.
We
gun
need
turrets.
better PvP defense, basically.
Yeah, they're going to be activated by tripwires or pressure plates, or you can just have the turret just shoot anything. There we go.
Shoot
Found
anything? Well, then I'll have it shoot feral squirrels.
Probably could.
So I'm opening my 6th beer. I've been drinking Woodchuck for the past couple hours. Granny Smith Woodchuck, one of my favorites.
Oh, that's pretty good. I'm actually drinking a holiday cider right now because it's a holiday.
Oh, it is? Wait, what holiday is it? Memorial Day.
Oh, the week before Memorial Day.
The week before Memorial Day. So this is Memorial Week Eve.
That's right. This is my actual base.
Ah.
So this is got the kitchen with all my food.
Food? I'm hungry.
Well, there's plenty of it in there. Actually, this.
Oh, there is. Ah, what do you have? Raw.
Where it says
raw
prepared
meat.
food, there's lots of
Potato.
food in here, so help yourself.
Prepared food on the bottom. Wait, where's the prepared food?
Behind you. Yeah.
Oh god. Wait, what?
Oh, is it locked?
Why am I
Okay,
holding
I'll
coins
lock
out? I hope I go to open the supply crate and I hold out coins. I guess I have to pay you for your food. Oh, I bumped the button. That's what it. Okay, all right, there we go. I have to tip you. Meat stew or I'm a big fan of meat stew. I will say I've made many meat stews in my day. No, that's not euphemism. It's actual. I've made many meat stews. So.
Okay.
Thank you for your hospitality.
You're welcome. Now this is the medical supply area, so you can help yourself to medical supplies.
Wait, is there? What about thirst? I thought stew took care of thirst.
There's a whole box full of water and whatnot in there, so.
I'm gonna steal your water too then. Hold on a second.
Or drinks, as I have them labeled.
Thank you. Oh, yes, they are. Yeah, they're labeled. My apologies. Been a while since I've read English.
This room, or this area, is mostly for aesthetics.
Yeah, this still you have in here. What can you make with it?
I actually make beer. I grow a bunch of hops.
With a still?
Sure.
You use a still to make beer?
Yeah.
That's a little
Chemistry set.
Is that not unnecessary?
No, you grow your hops and you don't need anything else, just hops and water apparently.
I guess so. So you can make like 90% alcohol beer.
That's my favorite. In the zombie apocalypse, they only have one type of hops though, so unfortunately.
Oh no!
This is a random room that has nothing in it.
Well, it has.
That has nothing
It's a guest
of
room.
value.
That's the
Right.
most depressing guest room ever. You should take the candle away and make it even worse. There you go. It's even worse now. Hold on, I want to see what it's like to be in your guest room. Oh god. When will it end? Alright, I'll put the candle back on the freaking wall. You have an office desk here just to keep track of who your prisoners are?
That's right. The warden's desk, next to the library. This is actually the only important room in this section because it holds money, treasure maps, armor.
Nice.
Not armor actually, but cloth. I guess they're all locked, but clothing.
This is where you want to go for that certain unnamed individual who wants to raid your base. You gotta go to this room. Got an hour to do it.
And then one more section. building supplies and guns and ammo section.
Iron and clay. Gas, mini bike parts, wood, tools. What they got? What's up with these signs? Don't have anything. Oh, they're not used yet, I guess.
No, I think they are. They're just the equivalent of the kitchen junk drawer.
Ah.
I'm too lazy to sort things right now, so I'm just gonna dump it all in their box.
I've got a few of those boxes in real life.
Actually, let me unlock these, and you can kind of take what you want.
Oh my god, yes!
I don't know how much I have. Oh, I gotta see.
Well, what do I usually go for? How well do you know me? What kind of weapons do I like?
I don't remember how. I think I might have some of my weapons elsewhere.
I usually base my in-game loadout on my real-world aspirations. So what kind of weapons would I take?
You would take. Actually, you can create what you would take using the box above the pistol safe.
Create what I would take. What? Oh, components. Oh, a 44 mag. Yeah. So I'll definitely have to give myself a 44 mag. You're correct in that, but that's not all. Actually, any kind of pistol is secondary for me. More important is a rifle. Primary weapon.
The hunting knife, right?
Wait a second! Rifles? Wait a minute. What the fuck? What the fuck is it? What the fuck is the AK-47? Where is the AK-47?
You can. Do I have enough parts? Receiver, parts, stock.
Unlock the explosives! Oh god! Why would you deprive me?
There's no. Well, I guess there are some explosives in there.
Can't see barrel.
Here, you can actually have my AK-47 because I typically don't use one.
How come you don't have a box filled with AK-47s?
Box for what?
For AK-47s.
Well, automatic.
It's not. Okay, you got to throw a lot of weapons in there if you're gonna classify it like that.
You know, we're easy wheeling down here. We just kind of, like me in real life, I just kind of throw something somewhere and hope I find it someday. There's armor in the lockers.
Oh god.
And
44 mags. Let me just. I want to put this together. Hang on. Oh god. It's so. I gotta say. It is so. Still, even 2 years later, it's very gratifying to be able. Come on. What am I doing? What? The fuck? That was.
What's
weird.
that?
Okay, that was weird. Every time I clicked on the Magnum, it said plus Magnum, so I had like plus 10 Magnums, but they didn't actually spawn. Anyway, I was gonna say it's very gratifying to be able to fire a 44 if I load it first, and not have it cost 50 cents every time you fire it.
That's true.
Where's that EK?
Oh, I'll put it in this chest right here. You can have it.
Hopefully, the next build to have a 50 caliber BMG, or
Nice.
or a machine gun or something like that. That'd be fantastic. I'd be very happy with that.
I'm hoping for like a musket or something
God.
like on. Apparently, you can get on GTA 5. You just walk into.
Yeah,
get
I
like
saw that. I saw that on the wall. I didn't buy it though. It was so expensive. I'm just like, why? Why is that so expensive?
Probably the most powerful weapon in the game.
Yeah, really. I probably should buy it. It probably is. instantly explodes cop cars. There's a reason why they gave the Second Amendment.
That's right. In the safe here that I'm standing in front of, there's repair kits.
Okay. Oh God! Oh, there we go. Like I can't get in. Sniper rifle, repair kits. Yeah, I'll take care of that. All right. Anything else you need to show me around here, though?
No. That's it.
Well, let's see. What I got here. What do I look like? Oh, how do I look in my skirt, by the way? You think the color is good?
How do you look up your skirt?
No. No. No, do not look up my skirt. Wait. Your character is female, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, look at my skirt. You got the miner's helmet on and the lights on. Don't worry, you don't need a miner's helmet and a light to find it.
I don't even want to know.
We got some serious we have some very progressive gender roles in the zombie apocalypse right now.
That's right.
Be very
That's
forward
right.
thinking.
We don't judge.
Wow, is there something else here?
No.
Oh, you're just punching the fucking concrete.
So are you all armored up?
Armored? No, I have arms, but not armor.
Oh. Well, you should armor up.
Ooh, I probably should, yes. Let's see, military armor.
There's flashlights in here, too, if you want flashlight for your weapons.
Probably should do that. Let me just, get this underway. Yes, give me my helmet. Military vest. Gloves. Oh my god, it looks... Okay. What? The fuck? I can put on military leg armor and it still doesn't show up? I just see my skirt. What? It goes under the skirt. Are you fucking kidding me? Wow. Alright. Is there anything I missed in there? Boots. No. That's it. That's it. What? You don't... So you don't have all the armor, man. You don't have all the armor.
I know.
What the fuck is up with that? What about... I need an overcoat. Man, I need an overcoat. I can't be goth without an overcoat.
I think I have some dusters up in the bathroom there.
Oh, night vision goggles. Take one of them. Nah, I'll probably just overheat. Forget it. Yeah. I like my industrial goggles instead. Fuck these night vision. They look wacky. Not fashionable. Fuck that shit. I'll die young.
Die young.
All right, so how far are you from? Let me just actually look at the map. Why is wow? All right, wow, wowie, wowie, wow. It's taking a while for the map to tell me where I've been already. It's kind of trying to remember what I was doing 6 months ago. Is that it? Come on.
I have a duster here if you want it.
So wait, we are... Wait, just from the little bit that I can see, we are southeast of the main base, over my base, aren't we? From Karen's base? I think
Yes.
so, because I think that's a peninsula. Yeah, that's a peninsula. That's the. Oh, I know where we are. I know where we are. Now forget the duster. I'm gonna overheat. Fuck that. Okay. So you get nothing. You got nothing else to show here, right?
No, that's it. That's the
See,
masterpiece.
let's see if I took everything I needed to. I've got some meat stew, some water. I've got repair kits. I've got rockets. I got AK-47. I got 44 mag. Got 7 bedrolls just in case I have to take a nap. Ugh, this is a little disconcerting. Oh my god, this is how you know never to fire a gun. Well, that looks like this, okay? If you're holding a revolver, and the cylinder, just from you holding it casually, the cylinder is rattling around. It is not moving with the actual gun. It's moving separately. Don't fire it. Put it down and take it to a gunsmith. This is dangerous.
That's good.
And this is a
That's good
purple level
advice.
600. Yeah, whatever. You know, I'll take some more food. It's not like anybody else is gonna eat it. I have a voracious appetite.
Yeah, help yourself.
I like to drink pure honey. I'll take 10 jars. That reminds me when I bought the 5-gallon pail of honey. Imagine just just buy the fucking 5-gallon pail of honey and message him and be like, it was delicious. I ate the whole thing. With a spoon. Send him a picture of you with a spoon drinking out of the freaking bucket.
What kind of honey?
Oh, that was like 2 years ago, man. I think it was clover honey. Wait, yeah, I think so. What is this? You got 2 stripes? What are you, a sergeant? What is this? The fuck is that?
Dude, what?
You got 2 stripes on the side of your arm. You got rank. Oh my god, my dude is so twitchy with this freaking. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't trust this guy to fire at anything. He's like shaking all over the place. A freaking meth head. That's horrible. Oh my god. Does it shake on your end too?
No. Looks pretty rock solid.
Really shaky. It's just like, it's like when you take somebody out to shoot a gun for their first time and they're just like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm very afraid. That's what he looks like.
That's right.
Oh god, I forgot the flashlights. Flashlights. Shit.
Need a miner's helmet or something.
Yeah, I need. Wait, where are they? There we go. Marty, I'm lost. Flashlights. And where are they?
In the
Oh.
supply crates.
Oh, really? Oh. Okay. Oh, yes, they are. Did they change that the flashlights? Did they do any more light? Cast any more light because of their value, or are they just generic?
I don't think so.
Can I? Yes, I can. One on there. 44 mag with a flashlight attached to it. That's interesting. Guess it does the job. Alright, put one over here.
We should be grateful that you can actually attach them, unlike a game like Doom 3, where you
Oh
couldn't.
my god. The
Apparently
dynamics.
The technology to attach a flashlight to a gun did not exist in the future.
Yeah, that's. I realize why they did that. I get that, but. Yeah, it was definitely annoying. Okay, so when I go to the rocket launcher, in the place of the flashlight that you have for other weapons, as that 5th row where you can drop a flashlight in there, it has a stone. The icon for a stone. What the fuck is
Oh,
that?
really?
What the fuck does that mean? I'm supposed to put
It's a metaphor.
For what? What am I supposed to? What? When you're out of ammo, put stones in this. What is that? What does that mean? Fucking weird. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna put my miner's helmet back on for now. I'm gonna jettison the. I'm not gonna jettison. I'm gonna just hold on to the military helmet because I need to see around. All right. I'll make this happen. So, are we testing your above ground base? Is that what you want to do?
Sure. Unless you just I don't know, want to go raid something, but yeah,
Well, we can do that too. I mean, we should. I mean, we could. We're not that far from. Well, you know what? Let's go on an adventure first, because I know we got fucked over by the power going out. Let's see how much time we have left. We have probably enough time. Let's go take a look, since we were doing kind of tours, or this is kind of a tour. Let's go tour some of the other items to the northwest that we can show,
sure,
even though people aren't here to describe them. I'm already lost. I don't know where. I don't know what's going on.
Are you still underground?
Yes. Fuck is going on? Oh yes. I think I'm in the right direction. Sorry. It was very dark. You need more candles.
Well, they just don't last as long. They're not slow-burning soy candles. What can I tell you?
I think I took a wrong turn. Shit! Getting out of there. There we go. All right.
Were you shooting the pistol to give you a boost? As you
I was
climbed
actually
up?
firing. I was firing out because I like to make a good entrance.
Oh.
It's like when I go to a party, I just fire wildly in the driveway to announce my entrance. Okay, so this is obviously a military base that you fortified. So
Yes, the spikes, the catwalk, the railing that we're standing on was all added by me.
do you have multiple dirt bikes, or?
I have the parts for a second one. I can assemble it.
Fuck that! Oh shit! Don't drop that. The drop button is so easy to hit. Nah. We'll go overland. Let's do this. Old-fashioned way. Ah! Oh shit. Alright. Gotta go northwest. Coming? There you are. Okay. It'll give us time to talk about some of the other builds.
Yeah.
So the second build I thought was really, it was a lot of fun. It was a good build. That was really, I would say that was the height of the server activity. There was, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It was like 7 or 8 people, maybe 9, who actually joined us on there. Yeah, I know.
I think so.
That doesn't sound like much, but when you're building with people and when they're getting on regularly, not everyone got on regularly, but there were 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 or 6 people who got on regularly. So it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that build. It was very exploratory. There were new people involved. It was just a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. And again, there are videos of that are available if you go on my channel to the earlier videos. Look for the 7 Days to Die videos. I'm not sure which one specifically is entitled, but I may drop some links in the description later for that.
Did you mention your aqueduct, your Roman aqueduct that you
Oh,
were?
I did not. Yeah. I completely forgot about that because it was a failed architectural experiment. And I don't blame me, motherfucker. Blame the fucking developers. So, okay. So again, there's been a reoccurring problem in this game with physics and physics that don't work properly. So, games. Oh God, cactus. When a level when you get up above a certain height, if you have a certain type of floor or ceiling or structure of what you're building, when you get above a certain height, you encounter problems. Well, I don't understand this error enough to tell you precisely when and where it occurs, but I know that it occurs at different heights depending on what kind of a structure you're building. So, I had this wonderful, beautiful idea where I wanted to essentially build what would amount to a kind of like a almost like a temple in the middle of the lake that was south of that base for that second build, that really big build. I built this kind of Greco-Roman Egyptian style inspired temple in the middle of the lake. And you can imagine that required some resources. So I built these big columns. The first story was supposed to be just these columns supporting the largest story, and I wanted to build several stories upon stories that would make this really impressive monument. And it wasn't going to have a lot of practical purposes. It wasn't going to be a lot of storage space. It was just going to be a massive monument, essentially. And look at that. We went from desert to tundra in the course of 2 minutes. But the thing was is after I didn't even go that high. I got to my second story, and I remember distinctly I was placing blocks and they're just falling down because of this bug in the game, this glitch. So I abandoned it. And what you were talking about, the aqueduct, is essentially a bridge that I built which went across the lake to this monument from the bunker building that I was referring to earlier. And it would have been spectacular. It would have.
It really would have. You guys don't even understand. It would have been amazing.
No, and if you go back into the previous videos, you can understand. And again, when we're talking about these builds, remember, we're not cheating. We're using actual mined resources. We're not, and we're playing usually on hard mode or some variation of hard. Nothing easy, for sure. At the very least, medium to hard or to extreme. And I was very disheartened by that because I had envisioned this colossal monument in the middle of the lake, this testament to whatever that I would have developed, and I would have developed a plot and a background, a backdrop for it, I'm sure. But once I realized the physics wouldn't work, I just abandoned it, and there was this very Roman aqueduct looking bridge going from it to the main base over a considerable distance. And yeah, I'd actually forgotten about that. I mean, I hadn't forgotten, but I didn't think to mention that until you brought it up, and it still kind of bothers me that it did not work out.
Yeah, it was a bummer. I hope they fix the physics. I've been keeping up with the progress on the game, and they haven't really mentioned it. Although in the next build, they are having a POI called Dump Tower. So, and it's supposed to be a skyscraper. So maybe they did fix the.
Oh, I get it. All right. Dump tower.
So maybe they fixed the physics.
I hope so, because it's been at least 3 years. It was we said it was 3 years ago when we first played, right? The cathedral, the Gothic cathedral, and all that.
Yes.
Right. So I encountered the physics problem at the top of the cathedral, which is why it ended the way it did. Now, I'm not upset with the way that it ended. As far as I say ended, the architectural capstone is not as dramatic as what I would have it to be. It's still nice, but it would have been more dramatic. But I could not get the pieces to actually stay put. It kept falling apart. And what's perhaps ironic about this is that at that time, if if the physics glitch hit, you generally would only lose whatever block you had placed, or maybe 2 or 3 others. What happened later, in the more recent builds, was that because they changed the physics a bit, if you had a glitch with the blocks, you stood to lose perhaps almost the entire structure, as you have some personal and intimate acquaintance with, don't you?
Yes. Yes, I do.
So
That's
why
a
don't we
good segue.
why don't we talk about that? Yeah, so the next build was on an island that we chose. Oh my god! Oh my god! Ah! Where there's one, there's more. Bedroll, 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 bedroll! Fuck you! Oh god. Jesus Christ. I did not expect that at all. I forgot about dogs. Jesus Christ. All right. Thank you. Let me just, I'm just gonna eat a chicken pot pie and I'll feel much better now. Hold on. No, it does nothing for health. It's fine. I still feel better. So.
Did you take any medkits?
No, took none.
Nice.
I did not see where they were. I didn't even think about them. So the next build. Oh, what the fuck? What was that?
Oh,
There's a mine right next to
corpses
me.
rolling down the hill.
There's a mine right next to my feet, where my feet were. Watch it.
Yeah, the wasteland. They're covered with mines. Maybe we should avoid it.
Good to know. All right, hold on that. We have that story. I'm trying. The third build. So it was on an island, and I built the proper. Well, I started with the Shrine to Othru, the build before. Oh, there was a build between, actually. I didn't mention. I barely played on that build. There was a build between, but then the next build I did play a lot. And I built a massive tower. The island was essentially the. Ooh, there's the mine. Can I pick it up? No, I cannot pick it up. Okay, things have changed. All right. Do you put a bedroll down? Did you put a bedroll down?
No. I will do that.
Yes, do that, please. Oh god. Oh god. Broken leg. Sprained leg, whatever. So this, again, there are videos of this, all this work, and we assembled ourselves on this island. And I built my tower at the center. And I would say it also a very impressive piece of architecture, personally, I believe. Ah, motherfucker! So, let me just switch up. We're in hostile lands here. Let me switch to the AK. So, I built this massive tower, kind of industrial themed, Doom-like style tower in the middle. Oh, for Christ's sake. Fucking, forgot to load it. Keep getting interrupted. And other players had their bases around the sides, around the perimeter of this island, or, you know, in various locations on the island. Now, if you want to talk about what you did with your base, it was a little bit off the island. But first, I'll give the background. My base basically was a giant above-ground tower, and below ground, it was a secret cultist lair. And I would say that this is probably on par with the Gothic temple, Gothic cathedral that I built, the Fortress Cathedral. A lot of it was underground, but there was a lot of really good, really interesting atmosphere to it. Now, that was the centerpiece for that island, for that build. and your build was offshore. And why don't you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, there was That's not good.
Did I kill you? I may have killed you.
I don't remember if we have friendly fire. I guess we do.
Wow.
So that build. Let's hear all this gunfire. You alright?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. There really was no centerpiece to it, but it started out with a cobblestone tower. And there wasn't too much to the tower, because once I reached what was it? We were playing, and we were about to, I don't remember if we were about to record or what, but all of a sudden there was like this earthquake, and then the whole tower came shattering down.
Yeah, I don't
pile
know,
of rubber.
I don't know if I don't think I actually recorded the fall of it, but I recorded the aftermath. I may have recorded the fall. I don't remember. But
I
yeah,
don't remember.
Yes, it was. I was on my tower. This massive. It was really impressive tower, and it was not fully built yet, but it was nonetheless a decent sized tower. From my recollection at that point, honestly, don't remember exactly the construction stages, but your tower was. Let's put it this way: at the end of the build, your tower was significantly less impressive in size and stature than mine, yet yours somehow collapsed.
That's right. I don't know if it could be the fact that yours was made out of iron and mine's of cobblestone, but at the same time, I tried to rebuild it, and every time you would place a block, the block would like explode.
Yeah.
So you
exactly.
couldn't. And it's weird because if the bugs started to spread. So from the tower, there was a wooden bridge to the middle of the lake.
Right.
And on the middle of the lake, there was a platform with a living space, and it was surrounded by a wall of corn. And the bridge from the tower to the platform started to break up as well. And you could not fix the bridge because every time you'd place wood, it would explode.
Yes. And to the point where, Jesus, so many fucking dogs. I think they upped the dogs. I remember there ever being this many dogs. This is ridiculous.
Holy cow. Whoa.
Watch it. Oh, God. Oh, God, no. How did you get me? How did you get me by the fire? I'm telling you to watch it. This dog comes out of nowhere and kills me. Anyway, so fucking hell. Yeah, I remember this game. I remember this game now. Shit.
That's about all anybody remembers.
Fucking hell. All right, I'm gonna sprint back to you. Just stay around my backpack so I don't lose. Well, so I can pick it up when I get there. Anyway, yeah. So this thing, I remember. I do distinctly remember seeing this tower collapse, and the whole thing just starts falling down layer by layer. It's not like what you expect in an actual demolition. It's not like the bottom is taken out and then the rest of it falls. It falls from the top, and every layer from the top all the way down just crumbles. And it... Oh, God. I got dogs on me. I have no ammunition. Wonderful. Got 6 rounds in the 44. Let's see if I can do this. Anyway, yeah, it was really bizarre, and it never recovered. You could never build anything there properly. But yet, just 50 yards away, I had my gigantic tower that was like at least twice the height, and probably 4 times the width of yours. And it God. The throw bedroll down. And I didn't have any problems. Well, thankfully, because I wanted to be able to do that. But yeah, in that build, there's a video for that one as well, obviously. And I did the above ground. There were beacons on the top, light beacons, and then below there was the kind of cultist area with very large underground area, honestly. And I had a lot of fun with that one too. I think that was a really great build. And some, let's say, highlights or other elements of dogs. Not dogs. Alright, sorry. Other highlights of that build, nothing comes to mind at the moment, but I remember a lot of details. Nothing.
Yeah, I mean it's the second build we did was the underground bunker, the elaborate underground bunker, as we mentioned, and then the third build, this build there was a little bit of an underground element, but it was more
this
an
is actually
elaborate.
the fourth. There was one in between, but I barely reached it.
Oh, that's right.
It was, I think it was a winter build. It was up in the mountains, and I actually liked the area. I wanted to build in there, but again, I had things to do, and I kind of... This game, 7 Days to Die is one of these games where I feel like I'll play it, like, day and day and day and day in and out. There was a while I was playing this fucking game, like, 8 hours a day if I had the day off, you know? And then I just got kind of tired of it after a while, and it's like, all right, well, it's getting old. They have not updated some of the problems, and I would move on. Like dogs everywhere. Spawn those dogs everywhere.
Yeah, they go in packs too.
And I apparently, yeah, great. I don't. Fucking hell. I gotta find my backpack. Oh my god! Oh my god!